go to office, right? Right. Understand. Right. Yeah. So in the last session, what we discussed, what the concept we discussed? Yeah, AWS Lambda. Lambda is a service which operate our infrastructure, right? So if you want to start servers by using Lambda, so we can integrate a CloudWatch. In the CloudWatch, we can schedule. We can schedule. So by using cron jobs, we can schedule and we can operate the infrastructure. So everyone practicing, right? Any challenges, any questions on Lambda? Anyone having any questions on Lambda? Any challenges, anyone? Yeah, I explained already in the last session. I explained Lambda can operate anything, right? So infrastructure level. So Lambda manage infrastructure. So not only start stop servers, right? So other activities also. I explained that while working on SQS. I explain one more activity. I will configure one more activity while working on SQS. Fine. Any other questions, anyone? Before going to start new service today, which is yeah, auto scaling. We can start today. I will discuss about auto scaling. What is auto scaling? How can we configure auto scaling? How can we scale up servers? How can we scale down servers? These are all discussed. These are all very important. Yeah, auto scaling is the core service. So once auto scaling launch by AWS move to next level, right? Because auto scaling is the very core service. Yeah, so by using auto scaling, we can scale up we can scale up servers for managing the application performance. Right. Yeah. So scaling, what is scaling, anyone? What is scaling? Scale. Anyone having idea? Increase. Scale is nothing but increase, right? Auto scaling, automatically increase, right? Yeah. So what is the definition here? What is the definition? Auto scaling is a service which automatically auto scaling is a service which automatically monitors and adjusts compute resources to maintain the. This is the definition. Autoscaling is a service which automatically monitors and adjusts computer resources to maintain the application performance. Right. So once you configure autoscaling, so without any manual intervention, autoscaling manage your application. Right. If the application is getting more hits, more requests, automatically autoscaling increase the computer resources. It will increase the servers, increase the resources. Right. Automatically. Yeah. Now, types of scalings. So we have two types of scaling. We have two types of scaling. First one, first one is horizontal scaling. Second one is vertical scaling. What is horizontal scaling? What is vertical scaling? Let's try to understand here. So horizontal scaling is a scaling which increase EC2 instances. Horizontal scaling is a scaling which increase EC2 instances, like servers. Okay. Vertical scaling is a scaling which increase compute resources, like RAM, CPU, storage, etc. Right? Yeah. So first of all, what we will do, we can configure horizontal scaling. So horizontal scaling is the scaling which increase servers, EC2 instances, right? Whenever performance more hits are coming in, automatically horizontal scaling increase the servers. Vertical scaling increase the. So vertical scaling is not real scaling. Vertical scaling is not real scaling. Yeah. So here this is a manual effort. Vertical scaling is required manual effort. Okay. So most of the companies they are using horizontal. So we can work on both horizontal and vertical. I'll show you practically horizontal and vertical. Okay. Yeah. Now let us take small example here. Let us take small example here, which is, for example, IRCTC. IRCTC. Yeah. So IRCTC is Indian Railway. What is the full form of IRCTC? You know, tickets. For example, when you want to book any online tickets, what we will do? Directly go to IRCTC, right? Yeah. So this is government site, only one website to book the tickets. Okay. So there is no competition for IRCTC. There is no competition for IRCTC, right? So IRCTC, what they will do, what they do, so they configure some servers here to manage the application. They configured servers. For example, these are the three servers they're using for the application. Okay. So each server, so each server can handle 10 requests. Each server can handle 10 requests. Yeah. So three servers they configured to manage the application, IRCTC application. So each server can handle 10 requests. For example, I'm saying here, okay, each server can handle thousands of requests in real-time projects. Okay. But here, for example, I'm saying 10 requests. Okay. So how they decide how many servers we need to configure, how they decide. So they check last 4 months historical data. For example, last month they received 28 requests. So before that they received 22 requests. Before that they received 30 requests. Before that they received 25 requests. So based on the highest value, they configure the servers. So here 30 requests. So 30 requests means each server can handle 10 requests, three servers, right? So based on the highest value, they configure the servers, right? Yeah, that is fine. Normal time, they can easily handle the request. Servers, they can easily handle the request. But Tatkal time, what will happen? When the Tatkal will be started? Tatkal, 10 a.m. AC tickets, right? 10 a.m. AC tickets will be started. 11 a.m. non-AC, right? So once Tatkal starts, what will happen? Once Tatkal starts, drastically the request will be increased to 100, for example. Here 30 requests are coming in, but once Tatkal starts, 100 requests are coming in. Can they manage servers? Maximum capacity is 10 requests each server. But drastically, they received 100 requests at a time. What will happen? So this is manual effort. This is not auto scaling. IRCTC not using auto scaling. So because government side, there is no competition for IRCTC, still they are following the old methodology, right? If they have competition, definitely they implement the auto scaling. So for example, if you have, government is having competition, like private trains are available, for example, definitely they will implement, right? But there is no competition for IRCTC. So that is why they are using old methodology. Fine. Yeah. So by 10 a.m. and 11 a.m., so Tatkal tickets will be started. So Tatkal tickets limited quota, 150 tickets, 200 tickets like that. So more people, they try to get the tickets. By the time drastically, the request will be increased to 100. In that case, what will happen? Site will not be open. Session timeouts, right? And 403 errors. Sometimes while booking the ticket, while submit the payment also, that will not be processed sometimes. Okay, because of high volume request traffic, right? Yeah. So this is government side. Fine. Now, so one more example. Let us take Flipkart. Yeah. So Flipkart is a digital website. So sometimes what they will do, they give some offers, big billion day, right? New Year offer and festival offers, year-end sales, Ramjan offers, right? So many offers. So in 2020, Jan, Jan first, they gave big billion offer, right? So 30K mobile, 30K mobile, they gave 50% off. Samsung mobile, I think, some model, right? So Samsung or any other, I don't know, I don't have idea. So exactly. So on Jan 1st, 2020, they gave 30K mobile, they gave 50%, like 15,000. Okay. So from 11 a.m. to 11:30 a.m., they gave this offer. So by the time they they did not configure the auto scaling for this Flipkart. So here they expected 15,000 users, 15K users. They expected 15,000 mobiles will be sold out. They expected, but actual turn up is 25,000. 25,000 users. They try to book the mobile, but they prepared the servers for 15,000 users only. But 25,000 users they try to book the mobile. What will happen here? Completely down. Website was down. No one got the mobile, right? Yeah. So many people they were in waiting. Okay, but site was not up, not restored. So by the time Flipkart people, what they did, so after a few days, they implemented the auto scaling because so business is impacting. This is a private website, right? Flipkart is private website. So Flipkart is having competition. Amazon shopping site is there, and Myntra, Meesho, different websites are available. That is why Flipkart implemented auto scaling after a few days. Again, they gave the offer. They gave the offer after a few days. Okay. Yeah. And also one more example. For example, in our home, there is a birthday function, birthday, right? So we invited 200 people, 200 people, but 500 people attended. What will happen? So can we serve the food within the time frame? No, right? Or else you invited 200 people, only 50 attended. Food will be wasted, right? Resource will be wasted. Same situation for servers also. So in case, so IRCTC, uh, Tatkal time, 10 a.m., 11 a.m., requests are increasing. So for which they increased 100 servers, for example, not 100 servers, 10 servers. But once Tatkal starts, within 5 to 10 minutes, tickets will be gone. Am I correct or not? For that 5-10 minutes, they don't increase the servers. Because if they increase the servers, they need to buy the licensing, hardware, and admins required, and application support team required, right? So that is why this is government side, they are not increasing the resources for that 10 minutes. Okay. So, but even auto scaling also, they are not implementing at city because government side, right? Yeah. Now, one more example I explain. This is a real time example. So currently I'm handling one project, which is a parking pass project, parking pass project, which is a Middle East project, UAE project, UAE project. Currently I'm handling. The project name is Parking Pass. Okay. So in Dubai, Sharjah, Abu Dhabi, so everywhere they configured vending machines. UAE is 7 countries are available, right? In UAE, Dubai, Sharjah, Abu Dhabi, Jeddah, some seven countries are there. So here, everywhere, so everywhere they configured vending machines. Vending machines. What is vending machine? Anyone having any? Vending machines. So, for example, in Hyderabad airport also, we have vending machines. In shopping malls also, we have vending machines. Metro also, in metro, we have vending machines. So when we put currency, so if you need water bottle or coke or cookies, just put the currency, you get the items, right? Without manual intervention. We can automate. We can take that without human intervention. So others, no one available, right? So in that shopping malls, so normally water bottle when you want to buy. So even though outer ring roads while traveling by car, right? So fast tags, right? So automatically that scans, it will open the gate. And also while entering into the airport, Hyderabad airport. So when you go to the parking area, vending machines. So once you put the currency, will be open like that. So everywhere in Abu Dhabi and Dubai and Sharjah, so in Middle East, everywhere they configure the vending machines. These are the vending machines, right? So when you put the currency here, when you insert the currency, you will get the item, required item. Okay. Yeah. Fine. So here, how we configure this auto scaling in this project, parking pass project. So here we prepared some threshold. We configured some threshold. So what is threshold? Percentages, right? So when CPU utilization reaches to 60%, CPU utilization reaches to 60%. So for example, so these are the parking pass project servers. For example, these two are parking pass project servers, base servers. Base servers means what is base server? This they are parking pass project servers, for example. Base servers are fixed servers. They will not change. They will not vary. They will not increase. They will not decrease. So apart, yeah, that the base servers will maintain the application 24/7, right? But here, once we create the threshold here, so whenever CPU utilization reaches to 60%, automatically auto scaling monitors and adjust compute resources to maintain the application. So once CPU utilization reaches to 60%, so if the CPU utilization is reaching to 60%, what will happen? 60%, 70%, 80%, what will happen? For example, this is my CPU utilization, my laptop CPU utilization. So currently 33%, 34%, 25%, like that, it is utilizing. If the CPU is utilizing 60%, 70%, 80%, what will happen? ఏం జరగచ్చు? Definitely, laptop performance will be degraded. That will impact to performance, laptop performance, right? Yeah. So here, these servers, base servers, whatever the base servers we configured, those are in cluster. Those servers are in cluster. What is cluster, anyone? Cluster is a group of servers. What are the advantages of cluster? Load balancing, load balancing, and also load balancing and also fault tolerance. This is entry question, Andy. Load balancing and fault tolerance. What is load balancing? Distribute the equal load on the healthy targets, available servers. Okay. Fault tolerance. What is fault tolerance? In case one service crash down, application will not be down. Right? Yeah, this is entry question. So most of the interviews have did this question. So cluster. What is cluster? What are the advantages of cluster? Right? Yeah. So here, these servers are in cluster. Cluster means group, right? Yeah. So whenever CPU utilization is reaches to 60%, what will happen? Automatically, auto scaling. Currently, we are discussing about horizontal. Okay. In horizontal, what will happen? Automatically, auto scaling monitors and adjust computer systems to maintain the application performance. So automatically here one server will be added in the group. In the group. Why we required the server? So these three servers are working as a group. They are managing 30 requests as a group, but they're getting more requests. So secret is reaching. It is reaching high. So immediately auto scaling, it will add one more server to balance the load. To balance the load. For example, so in the team, 5 members are working, each one getting 100 requests. So daily 100 requests, each one getting. So 500 requests. Yeah, after a few days, everyone getting 150 requests. So 100 requests we can close within 9 hours daily. Morning 9 to 6 p.m. we are working. So yeah, everyone getting 100 requests, they can easily handle that request. But after a few days, everyone getting 150 requests. They need to work extra 4 5 hours, right? That is why what they will do, the team managers, the team what they will do, they add a few more resources to maintain the load. Same way. So auto scaling, what it will do, whenever the threshold reaches, so automatically it will monitor and adjust one more server here to balance the load. So auto scaling also one of the load balancer. Okay. Yeah. So this CPU utilization is utilizing, same utilizing. It will add one more server. After a few minutes, it will add one more server. It will add one more server. It will add one more server, like this. If the requests are coming in, more requests are coming in. So this parking pass project, yeah. So 5 years back, we configured in Dubai, right? So because before that, they used to use manual process. By the time, sometimes Ramjan time, New Year time, weekends, festival time, so people go to hotels, shoppings. By the time, more traffic. So they used to handle. They used to take the coupons from vending machines, manual way. So by the time, sometimes So this vending machines, so hang up traffic, more traffic, due to more traffic, hang up issues, different issues they used to face. That is why, so they configured auto scaling. They gave the project and we went there, we visit there, we configured the auto scaling by the time. So yeah, in 2000, I think 2000 or 19, ending of the 2019. Okay. So by the time, yeah, so once we configure, so automatically it is monitoring and adjusting the computer sources. So it will manage without any manual intervention, without any human intervention, it will manage, right? So we need to monitor, that's it. We don't need to involve into the activity here. Okay. Yeah. So whenever CPU utilization reaches to 60%, automatically auto scaling add the servers. So normal peak time servers will be added. But after 9 p.m., 10 p.m., what will happen? No traffic, no requests. So by the time what will happen? So whatever the additional servers are added here, those will be removed automatically. So here, whenever CPU utilization reaches to 40% or less than 40%, automatically auto scaling remove the servers, additional servers only, not base servers. Okay. So auto scaling, add the servers, remove the servers, add the servers, remove the servers. So due to this, what will happen? What will happen? Costing will be reduced. Whenever we need resources, we can add. That will be added. Auto scaling will be added. Whenever we don't require resources, automatically that will be removed. Adding, remove, adding, remove. In that case, costing will be reduced. Right? You understanding right, everyone? Concept is clear, right? Yeah. So you may have a question here. Okay, servers are adding, removing. What about data? What about that? That is your question, right? Anyone having this question? So everyone following right, online students? Everyone following right? What we're discussing here? You understand right, everyone? Online students, you understanding right, everyone? Right. Yeah. So servers are adding, removing. But what about data here? So data will be stored in the base servers only. Backend, we attach external storage. Data will not be lost anywhere. But once servers are added, what about application? In this base servers, we have parking pass application. But once new server added, the same application should be required, right? Here also. That is why what we will do, we use the customized AMIs, not default AMIs. So in that customized AMI, everything is available. By using that, we configure that customized AMI. So by using that, servers will be added. So once server is added, so everything will be available in the server. Once remove the server, data will be available in the base server. Clear, right, everyone? Right? Yeah, this is very important concept. Understanding, right, everyone? Yeah. So data will not be lost anywhere. Right? So servers will be added, removed. Whenever the demand comes in, servers will be added. Whenever there is no demand, servers will be removed. Like this, adding, remove. Due to this, so whenever need the resources, that will be added. So costing will be reduced. Unnecessary cost will be reduced. Clear it, everyone? Now let us go back and configure horizontal scaling first. After that, vertical scaling we'll discuss. That will not take much time. Vertical scaling will take hardly 10 minutes. That's it. Okay. Yeah. First, we'll configure horizontal scaling and we can test it out. Servers, how the servers are adding, we'll test it out. Okay. But here, this is the positive scenario. This is the positive scenario. Positive scenario means whenever business is increasing, business increasing means customers are utilizing the resources. So whenever the business is increasing, right, servers are adding. Whenever there is no business, servers will be removed. That is positive scenario. But sometimes what will happen? Sometimes negative scenarios. What are those? This base servers will be terminated due to some network issue or due to some resource issue. This base servers will be terminated. This will be deleted automatically. In that case, what will happen? Auto scaling automatically add the servers. That is a negative scenario. By the time we need to involve. So once the servers are adding or removing, we get notified through emails. We configure the notifications. So if the scenario is for positive scenario, no need to worry about. The scenario is negative scenario, we need to involve, right? So here we can test a negative scenario. We can work on this negative scenario. So we can create the auto scaling and we can delete the base servers and wait for 1 or 2 minutes. Automatically auto scaling add the servers. That we can test it out today. Okay. Yeah. Fine. Now let us go back to AWS console. Go to EC2. Now scroll down here, scroll down. See, what is this? Auto scaling groups, right? Click on this. Create auto scaling group. First of all, we need to create the auto scaling group. Okay. So click on create auto scaling group. Auto scaling group name. I want to give something. Okay. Scroll down here. Yeah. Now launch template required here. Launch template. These are the different templates available. These are the different templates available. So I don't want to use the default templates. I want to use the custom templates. Okay. I want to prepare my own template for which click on launch template, template name. I want to use the same name. Description also I want to do the same. Scroll down here. So here auto scaling guidance. By default, it is yeah, it is available. You can keep as is. So template tags, if you want to add, you can add, or else you can leave as is. Now resource template. Nothing is required here. Resource name, nothing is required. You can keep as is. Now scroll down here. So here we need to select the Amazon Mission AMI. One AMI required here. Okay. Select this AMI. Normally in real-time projects, we use the customized AMIs. But here we can use the default AMI only. So default AMI you can use. So go back here. So if you want to use the recents means recently used the AMI. Or else if you want to use the quick start, you can use the quick start. So here, any quick start AMIs you can use. This AMI, second AMI, I want to use this one. Return eligible. Okay. So after that, so we require a key pair also. You can use any key pair and network settings. You can use the existing one. Alt SCP settings you can use. And the storage, 8 GB storage by default, it will take here 8 GB storage. Resource tag, you can use the tag if you want to. I don't require this. Now click on launch template. I just want to verify this. Click on launch template. These are all not required. Okay. So click on launch template. Now the template is created here. So once template is created here, now again go back to auto scaling groups. Now click on create auto scaling group, give the group name. So template you can choose here. See here, this is our template, right? Select this. Now version, version you can give the any version you can give. Now we can verify the description, launch template, information, AMI ID, key pair, security group. We can verify this. Click on next. Now, yeah, instance type requirements. So manually add instances, specify instance attributes. You can keep first one. The CPUs, you can keep as is default one only. Don't enable anything. Now, additional instance attributes. Yep. Also, you can keep as is. Now, instance purchase options also can keep as is. So on-demand instances also, yeah, don't change anything. Now, lowest price only can keep as is. Yeah, so here important. From here onwards is important. So normal in real-time projects, we use the customized VPCs, right? So we don't use the default VPC. Availability zones, you can select all zones here. Next one, availability zone distribution. So balanced best effort, balanced only. Okay. Keep as is first one only. Click on next. CPU maximum asking, right? Now, next. Yeah, see here. Load balancing. No load balancer. So better you can keep as is because we are using filter. Don't enable the other options. Okay. Yeah. Now next one. VPC. Yeah. No VPC. Lattice service. You can keep as is. Next one. See here. Health checks. Health checks. Here health check grace period 300 seconds means 5 minutes. 300 seconds means 5 minutes. Why we require 300 seconds here? So for example, sometimes network will be up and down for 1 minute. So in case if you don't give 300 seconds, if the network is up and down for 1 minute, so if the network is down for 1 minute, automatically service will be added. If you give 300 seconds, it will verify that. It will wait some time, right? That is why we give the 300 seconds. You can keep as is. So click on next. Now see here. Desired capacity types. So here two types are available. So yeah, number of instances. You can keep a number of instances. Don't keep this CPU memory. Now, desired capacity, total servers, how many required? Two servers. Desired capacity. So minimum capacity, two servers. Maximum five. What does it mean? Desired capacity means these are the base servers. Maximum capacity means scale up servers. How many scale up servers required? Okay. Yeah. Now scroll down here. No scaling policies you can keep as is. Next one. Yeah, no policy. So don't enable this. These are the pricing. Keep on this, keep the default one only. Next one, additional capacity settings. You can give the default only. Additional settings you can keep as is monitoring, also not required. We can enable the notifications here. Okay. So click on add notification. Yeah. So here we need SNS topic to be configured. SNS required here. So any SNS is available here. Yes, one SNS is available, right? This we can choose. Last time we created, right? While working on CloudWatch, enable this. Now, event type. So whenever any instances launch, we get notified through email. Whenever any instances are terminated, we get notified through email. Fail to launch, fail to terminate also, we get notified through email, right? So uncheck this, all these things. So you can keep as is. First one only. Don't enable, terminate, fail to launch. Okay, not required. Next one, click on next. Tag name, auto scaling. So with the same name, two services will be created here. Same name. Okay. Even though when services are scale up, same tag name. Okay. So click on next. You can verify all the options here. All the options you can verify here. Click on create auto scaling group. Yeah. So something giving error. Auto scaling group could not be created. The instance requirement maximum instance policy override. Okay. Does not match any. Okay. Fine. Go back here. Go next here. Click on next. Diagnose with Amazon Q. Instance type in the available to phone AP South 1 mixed instance policy override 0. The instance requirement is in the mixed instance policy 0 does not match. Okay, right. Go back quickly. So instance policy, see here, this one, mixed behavior we gave, right? So here what we can do, launch before terminate, launch custom behavior, flexible. Launch before terminate. Let me check that. So because we are using free tier, right? Don't use more instances, more resources. So some billing will be happening. That is why we are giving minimal configurations. So in licensing version, so it will take, okay, still getting there. Just go back. On C. instance from instance attributes. Manually add instance types. Simply. Next. Okay. Explain not related the instance requirements means instance policy or use the unit of measurement for desired capacity value. Virtual CPUs and memory are only supported for gate. We'll see that. Okay, we'll try that because we are using free tier. So actually, they updated this application because so auto scaling is a very core service. So subscription level, this will work without any errors issues. Not really. Okay, we do one thing. We do one thing. So this zones, we can select only one zone and we'll try. We'll see that what will happen. So all the zones I don't want to use, only one zone. So AP South 1A. Okay. Balanced best effort. Even though two CPUs, 2 GB RAM also don't use because filter will not be allowed. Next. Next. You can optionally choose add tags, EBS volumes. Okay, if you want to add any more volumes. Okay, okay. I'll do one thing. I'll check it out. So why it is not accepting? So if it is not accepting, so if it is, yeah, if any resource crunch is happening, I'll take partial subscription. I'll show you on Monday this horizontal scaling practical session. Okay. Now what we will do, vertical scaling we can discuss. So quickly we can configure vertical scaling. So horizontal scaling is required at least partial subscription because it will utilize more resources. Okay. So I'll check it out. If possible, I'll take small partial subscription and I'll show you on Monday. So meanwhile, what we will do? Yeah, someone saying without creating an instance, can we create auto scaling group? Maybe we can try selecting. Yeah, yeah, that I selected, right? One zone I selected. I'm facing an error with the AWS. Okay, AWS account error. What is the error you're facing? Sri Lakshmi. Okay, so I'll do one thing. I'll check it out. Horizontal scaling. If required, I'll take partial subscription and I'll show you on Monday. Okay. Now we'll discuss about vertical scaling. Practical, we'll see the vertical scaling. Vertical scaling is not a real scaling. It is a manual effort. Okay. So what is vertical scaling anymore? Vertical scaling is a scaling which increase RAM, CPU, storage, right? Yeah. But vertical scaling required downtime. Vertical scaling required downtime. So on the fly, that will not be increase the resources. So vertical scaling required downtime. What is downtime anymore? Maintenance time, right? So vertical scaling required, yeah, downtime. Downtime is it is a maintenance time. Right. Right? Yeah. If you down the server, what will happen? Application will be down, right? Database will be down, right? That is why vertical scaling is not real scaling. It is a manual effort. Startup companies, small companies, they are using vertical scaling. Most of the companies they are using horizontal. Okay. Yeah. Now go back here. Now I'll show you how to create vertical scaling quickly. For example, launch instance here, prod server. Second AMI you can take it micro, keep here, and a security group. Any group you can take, 8 GB storage, 1 MB storage. For example, this is prod server. In this prod server, prod applications are running. Okay. So for this server, I want to scale up resources by using vertical scale. So if you want to scale up, first of all, we need to shut down the server, stop the server. That is downtime. Okay. So without shutting down the server, we cannot increase the resources here. So for example, if you try to increase, it will not be allowed. See here, select your server, go to actions, go to instance settings. Now instance type, if you want to change, this is grayed out, this is disabled. Okay. Now what I will do, I want to stop the server to scale up using the vertical scaling. Stop instance, stop. So currently we are using T2 micro, right? T2 micro means one CPU, 1 GB RAM, right? So I'm getting performance issues for this. This is production server, for example. So I'm getting performance issues. In that case, I want to increase the resources, compute resources, for which first we need to stop the instance. Now the instance is stopping. Once it is stopped, we can increase the RAM, CPU, storage, whatever you. But once you stop, applications will be down, database will be down, right? So that is why this is not recommended way. So most of the companies they are using horizontal only. So Monday we'll see that practical session, horizontal scaling. I'll check it out. Any subscription issue or anything happening, I'll check it out and I'll explain on Monday. Yeah. So now the server is stopped. Now what we will do, select your server, go to actions. Now instance settings, change instance type. It is now it is available, right? Click on this. Now in place of T2 micro, I want to choose T2 medium. T2 medium. So see here. So T2 micro is having one CPU, 1 GB RAM. Now I want to increase to T2 medium, two CPUs, 4 GB RAM, right? So now once you choose this, click on change. Click on change. Once you change this, what will happen? T2 micro to T2 medium. One CPU to two CPU, 1 GB RAM to 4 GB RAM, right? Now you can start your server and you can use this. Performance will be increased. That is a manual effort, not real scaling. Okay. Yeah, but this is yeah not recommended way because downtime required, right? So if you down the server, definitely application will be down. Clear, right? Everyone? Any questions so far? Anyone? Anyone having any questions? I gave you unmute option. If you have any questions, you can ask me. Yeah, horizontal scaling we'll discuss on Monday. Practically, we'll check on Monday because I need to check the subscription. So in free tier, yeah, it is not taking right resources. We'll see that. I gave unmute option. If you have any questions, you can ask me. Online students, I enable the unmute. Shall we discuss about AWS CLI also today? Shall we cover one more service? Is it fair for you, everyone? Another 15 minutes. Okay, because it's only 1 hour we covered today, right? So we'll discuss about AWS CLI also. CLI. Okay.
I have one quick question. Do you hear me?
Go ahead, please. Yes.
Yeah. So we discussed about elastic load balancer in the last class, right? So when we combine that with the auto scaling,
Mhm.
uh, so when we configure auto scaling and when the instances scale up, the will the do we need to make any change to the elastic load balancer, or is it going to automatically route the traffic to the new scaled up instances?
Mm. So ELB no need to integrate with the auto scaling. Already one
Okay.
ELB available inside of the auto scaling, right? No need to integrate ELB with the auto scaling. So auto scaling itself having elastic load balancer.
Okay.
So along with that, it will increase the servers. ELB only balance the load, but auto scaling will balance the load. It will add the servers, remove the servers, right? Yeah. Now we'll discuss about AWS CLI. AWS CLI. So what is CLI, anyone? Command line interface, right? AWS CLI is a it is a command line interface. So in AWS, 95% 95% we use GUI also in AWS. So most of the time we use GUI, graphical user interface. This is the GUI, right? To create resources, to check the resources, we always use the GUI, right? But sometimes what we will do, so if you want to check any resources, if you want to check any users, so normally I will get some tickets or manager give you some task. So how many S3 buckets are available? How many IAM users are available? How many storage ELB? How many EBS volumes are available? How many snapshots are available? Sometimes we'll get some requests. So by the time, instead of logging into AWS console, what we will do, we can use the CLI to get the report. So by executing single command, we can get the reports, right? So how can we configure AWS CLI? How can we check that? How can we modify that? Let's try to understand here. So if you want to configure AWS CLI, we require first one, IAM user. IAM user required. And also second one, AWS access key ID. Access key. And also third one, secret access key. These are all required. IAM user required, access key required, secret access key required. So what is access key, secret key? Anyone have any idea? What is access key? We did not, yeah, we haven't discussed, right? Access key, secret key. I'll show you that. Fine. Now, why we require access key, secret key? Because to integrate AWS CLI with your laptop, local laptop. So without logging into AWS console from our laptop, we can check the reports. We can get the reports, right? Yeah. Now, what we will do? Yeah. Before that, first of all, we need to. Okay. So one more step we require here. AWS CLI. We need to download. First, we need to download AWS CLI. After that, so this we can modify. Second option, second one, this one, second step. Like this, one by one. So AWS CLI, we need to download and we need to install. AWS CLI required, so we need to download and install. Yeah, online students, anyone having any Windows 11 or Windows 10 laptop, in your laptop you can configure. Okay. Anyways, I'll show you. In my laptop only I'll show you. Okay. Yeah. So first of all, we need to download AWS CLI. How can we download? Go to browser, download AWS CLI for Windows. Yeah. Click on the first URL, docs.aws.amazon.com. Click on this. Scroll down here. Scroll down. Expand Windows. Expand Windows. Scroll down here. Now there is a MSI file. There is a MSI file. Click on this. This we need to download. Click on this. Now it is downloading. This is the MSI file. AWS CLI V2 version 2 dot MSI. So once we download this, so this is exe file, exe, small exe file. So double click on this, just double click on this. Yeah, now it's initializing. Wait for a few seconds. See, now it is asking you to go next. Go next, 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 finish. That's it. No need to, yeah, so go with other options. So simply go next, next, next. I already installed in my laptop. That is why I don't want to install again. I cancel this. Once you install, go to command prompt and check here AWS space hyphen hyphen version. See here. AWS CLI is available, right? Yeah. So once we install AWS CLI, after that, we need to go back to AWS console and we need to create one user, IAM user. Search IAM, go to IAM. Now go to users, click on create user, username, AWS CLI username. So provide user access to AWS Management Console. Check this. Now I want to create an IAM user. Select this second one. So custom password. Password should be with the combination of small letters, capital letters, special character, number. Yeah. So you can uncheck this. Click on next. Now attach policy directly. Now we can give admin policies, admin permissions, and also we can give VPC full access, EC to full access, S3 full access also. Click on next. So here, these are the permissions we give. Okay. So scroll down here, click on create user. Now the user is successfully created. Okay, go to users, continue. Now this is the user. So click on this user. Now go to security credentials. Click on this. Now we can see the access keys. We need access key secret key. We need to generate access key secret key. So why we require access key secret key? To integrate AWS CLI with our local laptop. So from our local laptop, in our local laptop, we can open the command prompt and we can execute the commands. So that will be reflect to AWS console, AWS platform. Okay. Now click on create access key, command line interface. Click on first one. Scroll down here, scroll down. I understand the above recommendation. Select this, click on next. So here description not required. Click on create access key. Now see here, this is the access key. This is the secret access key, two keys, right? So these two keys we need to integrate with our AWS CLI in our system, right? Now copy this access key. Go back to command prompt, command line. Now we can give the command here, AWS space configure. Enter. Now it is asking, AWS access key. Just paste here, access key. This is the access key. I copied. Enter. Now it is asking secret access key. So copy the secret access key here. Copy this. Paste here. Next one, region. AP South 1, which is Mumbai region. Just highlight this, paste here. Now it is asking output format. So we don't need to give the any output format. You can enter, just enter. Just enter. That's it. Now what happened here? We configured AWS CLI in our local laptop. We downloaded and configured. So by using the access key, secret key, we integrate. Now, if you execute any command here, that will be reflecting AWS platform. Now, AWS space S3 space ls. This is the command to check the S3 buckets, right? Enter. These are the buckets. Understanding right, everyone? These are the S3 buckets which are available in my console, AWS console. So go back and check the S3 buckets here. Five buckets are available. See, these are the five buckets are available in my console. So you go back here, same buckets available there. Clear, right? So with the timestamp also, date and time also, we can see the buckets. When we create this bucket, so on which date, which timestamp, you can check the buckets. Now, I'll provide you one command sheet. So in that, all the commands are available. Or else, you can go to, along with that, you can go to AWS CLI cheat sheet. Just search here, AWS CLI cheat sheet. Click on this. Now see here. There is a website which is bluemetadar.com. There is a website which is bluemetadar.com. So click on this AWS CLI cheat sheet. Click on this. Now it will show you all the list of commands, whatever commands you require. See here. So we just executed S3 command, right? Click on S3. AWS space S3 space ls to list the buckets. So if you want to create bucket, using CLI, AWS space S3 space MB space S3 colon // bucket name. Bucket will be created. If you want to list files in the bucket, all the files, if you want to list, this is the command, right? And also EC2, for example. These are the EC2 commands. These are all EC2 commands, right? So if you want to check IAM users, see here, these are the IAM commands. These are the IAM commands. Now, SQS commands, SNS commands, right? DynamoDB commands, volumes, EBS volumes commands. See here, AWS EBS, yeah, complete hyphen snapshot to create a snapshot. So we'll do, yeah, this is the create a snapshot, start a snapshot, right? So get a snapshot block. Understanding that, Amy? So one by one, you can execute all the commands. You will understand. Okay. I provide you one command sheet. Along with that sheet, you can use this website also, bluemetadata.com. In this, all the commands are available. You can check it out and you can try your own, right? So just copy the command, customize that command, you can use. ECS command, EKS command, right? So different commands available. Lambda commands. Clear it, everyone? So CLI normally, so when we get any requirement, when you want to check the reports or when you want to check any S3 buckets, IAM users, list of servers are which are in running state, servers running state, and how many servers are in stop state. This type of small activities we perform in CLI. Okay. Yeah. So in real-time projects, while if you get any requirements, if you get any manager requests, you can execute the commands and you can check. Instead of going to AWS console and instead of checking all the manually in GUI, so by executing single command, you can check all these things. Download the reports. Download means uh, you want to get the report. Okay. Once you check the report, you want to get the report. After that, right? While working on shell scripting, I'll show you. While working on shell scripts, how to prepare the file. The report which you check that report, how can we prepare the file? Shell scripting concept is there. Madhuri will explain. There is the option outcome icon greater than output output. Third option, fourth option, right? Output for